Carolina Inés Rios Ainsa. When I moved here from Nogales, it didn't feel like such a culture shock at the time. But as I've grown up, I've noticed more and more that it was hard on me being a Mexican growing up in a completely white environment. I always kind of felt like an outcast, and I never really understood why until recently. And by recently, I mean this semester. I was always really confused about who I was because my at-home culture was so different than what I was experiencing in my community. My closest friends, who also happen to be my coworkers, are also outcasts for varying reasons. Regardless of us being so different, this is a perfect example of opposites attract. And together, we've learned that our differences should be celebrated. It's been made pretty clear that we've been forced into being so-called outcasts or categorizing ourselves just because our varying perspectives are so underrepresented in the communities that we all grew up in. I feel like my time in my undergrad has been especially difficult because of the lack of diversity within this college. I was excited and I thought we would all be united by the same passion and drive, but I quickly found out that my motives were different from everyone else. To me, diversity and inclusion is much more than just checking a box. It should be about introducing different backgrounds and perspectives into communities to generate new ideas and divergent viewpoints. I've been fortunate enough to work with a team of different perspectives, but we're all driven by our united passion at the end of the day. My experience with my current team is allowing me to learn what I should look for as I grow into a leadership role. And so far, my goal in being a successful leader is to cultivate a team of individuals that are confident in their strengths, willing to learn, and they all have the same underlying motivator. After I graduate, I'd love to sneak into big companies and completely change the way that they manage diversity, equity, and inclusion. By creating a more inclusive workplace, I plan to demonstrate the direct link between diversity and productivity. My motive is to spotlight individuals that were previously known as outcasts and introduce companies to their value in bringing much-needed new perspectives. Ideally, one day, people won't have to feel like outcasts, and we can just live in a world where creative ideas and new mindsets are always welcome. Hopefully, I can make that one day come soon.